Now that the Grammys are over, it's time we face the reality that most of you, especially Davido, have been avoiding. Davido needs to reassess his approach by asking himself two critical questions. Number one, what are others doing that I'm not doing, which gives them an edge over me? Number two, what is wrong with my craft that the Grammy fails to recognize me year after year? You see, once Davido is able to answer these two questions, one of two things will definitely happen. Either he stops submitting his songs for the Grammy, or he will push himself far beyond his personal best, putting in effort to meet the required standards. If Davido truly wants Grammy, which everybody knows that he actually wants, if not, he will be submitting his albums and his singles there. He needs to take this recognition beyond Africa and Lagos states. He needs to rise above that base desire to always be recognized as the 001 and study the people who are the real 001 in the industry. And of course, trying to win the Grammy, he should focus more on professionalism and try to align with the standards of Grammy. Grammy gets standard. Now the real question is, what are the likes of Wizkid, Burna Boy, Tems, Achake, yeah, I can actually include him, doing that Davido and his team are not doing? One, they're actually leveraging data, which still falls under the broader umbrella of professionalism, a quality that Davido lacks. He really does lack it. I don't need anybody to tell me that Davido's managers and his teams are just going through the motions, or that Davido doesn't really take advice. If you ask me personally, I think Shoma should just step in and manage him this time around, because I'm very sure she's capable of doing so. Rather than being confined to that role of a housewife and Mama Ejima standard, why people like Chief Priest continue to be a very bad influence to the brand. In any career, especially in music, professionalism is paramount, very much paramount. Surrounding yourself with quality professionals who can guide you through your career is critical. Be your best friend behind the scene, no problems. Achake at some point had to dump Yemoli. He didn't dump him, but business first of all. The young man he knows that something is ahead. You understand? And the young man is really getting close. I mean, how long has Achake been in the industry and he's been nominated for Grammys? The day Davido will wake up to be professional, trust me when I say, Chief Priest no go see him for 1 year, see. Chief Priest go find a one single year no go see Davido because he is too available here in Nigeria. And the market is not here. The market is not here. Because professionals don't deal with sentiments, they deal with growth, they deal with data. All they want is your growth. So your friendship with this person should just go and stay one side, first of all. If it means cutting this person, let me cut that person entirely. Go and ask footballers now. We have talent managers, we have different kind of managers when it comes to these celebrities. If buyers are hungry you to go, you know if you go am. It is not your duty to decide that. It is the duty of your managers to tell if you can actually go there or not. But all these things, it's lacking in Davido's team. Now the second question is, what is wrong with Davido's craft? What is wrong with Davido's kind of music and all that? Nothing is wrong actually, except that he's not understanding or recognizing the fact that what he's actually singing, we don't pass him. You don't think, since 2015, Davido is still stuck in 2017, 2015 Afrobeats, because people fail to understand that there's a difference between Afrobeats and Afrobeats. The S, the modern Afrobeat, comes with the S. The Afrobeat is the one Fela did, the great Fela did then. It is from that same Afrobeat that Afro-fusion and Afro, all the rest of the things came from. To the point we have Afrobeats, the S, it is the modern Afrobeat. Many people don't know this. That is the reason why Wizkid said that time, he doesn't sing Afrobeat on again or on that. People were just talking nonsense. Modern Afrobeat isn't just about the moves, the dance, or the beats. It's about how it resonates with the global audience. And it necessarily needs to resonate with the global audience because, one, apart from entertainment, global listeners are where the real money is made, through streaming and tours. Nigeria and Africa know they give these boys money. I don't know how long I'll say this for you people to understand. Nigerians, Africans don't give these guys money. Little wonder they reside over there and choose Nigeria, which is their country home, as their vacation place. If they won't just relax, they will come back here, find trouble, go back again. Just they've switched the other side, the other end to be their home, and switch here to be their vacation place. Now, if you speak about streaming and tours that gives these boys money, that generates money and revenues for these boys. For example, platforms like Spotify, which actually entered into the Nigerian or African market in 2020, despite being in existence over how many years, since 2006 in America and all over the place, but entered into the Nigerian African market in 2020. Why? Because in 2019 was the time the modern Afrobeat, which was actually pioneered by Wizkid, Burna Boy. 2019 was the big break of Afrobeats, the modern Afrobeat, into the global market. Spotify came into the picture, which gave rise to streaming. 2019 was the year of pandemic, The year of COVID-19, which forced people into going to their homes. This wasn't about tapping into African talent. It was about the rise of Afrobeats during COVID-19 pandemic, which gave people a way to cope with isolation. It was Afrobeat, the modern Afrobeat is actually therapeutic. It can heal you. But if you are listening to nonsense talks, you're not going to hear. But the real Afrobeat, the normal, the new, the Afrobeat with S is therapeutic. Go and make your inquiries. Go and do your verification. It was during this pandemic that talents like Burna Boy was discovered in his highest prominence. Having given us Davido far back, people no worship him online, and no recognize Burna Boy online, not until people were forced to go into their homes and people were independently searching for songs, things, materials that could heal them in isolation. Burna Boy was discovered. If not for pandemic, if not for COVID-19, Afrobeat will not really get this recognition because Africa as a whole has been programmed to be third or last when it comes to global recognition. See, the time you discover the things you've never discovered before is during isolation. Sad truth is that Davido seems to be very comfortable with local recognition from Lagos State to where I'm being called 001 and just settling for always eating 04 high with Chief Priest. Chief Priest damaging that brand even the more. And the problem is, after everything, he still submits his song for Grammy. That is the problem. Why are you submitting the songs for Grammy? I mean, there's criteria, there's standards, and you clearly know that you didn't meet up to that standard, yet you're submitting those songs. Now you are being called Atiku of Grammy. It makes sense. For example, the factors that contribute to the success in the category, the best African performance, include 1. Musical excellence. The song must reflect African music traditions. It must have cultural impact. Number 1. Now I've been asking myself, what are those songs Davido released 2024 that stands the chance to win it? None. Number 2. Artistic innovation. The song must demonstrate originality and creativity. That is a must. See, I'm telling you people, if I'm saying this, just be looking into Davido's songs and tell me truly if it deserves it. Number 3, global impact. The Grammy takes into account how the song resonates internationally, including streaming numbers, radio play, and chart performance. It's very obvious. You still ask yourself the same question, Irishi, what am? Now let's take a look at Wizkid's contribution to songs like Brown Skin Girl and Essence. Exemplifies how a song can actually bring Afrobeats with the S to global mainstream. Now if you check these 2 songs that actually got Wizkid to the corridors of Grammys, you get to realize that number 1, the global audience, it resonates with the global audience. Internationally, the cultural impact is there. The African essence is in the song. The vocal is there. The art is there. Everything is in the song. And one thing about Grammy is that once they recognize you as somebody who is actually doing well, by knowing the standards and observing those standards, they will keep nominating you and you are very close to winning them. So it won't be surprising that next year or anytime soon again, Wizkid, Burna Boy, Tems, Ashake, who didn't win this last time, will win. They will still keep emerging as winners. If you are able to study these people and see what they have in common, you will rise. But first of all, employ more hands. Winnow your team, filter them, throw away so many people. Be more professional. Be highly professional, stay professional. Cut some people off, pata pata. Not cut them off entirely, but keep them where they should belong. And focus. If you give this thing time, like 1 year, focus professionally, you will get what you want. The reason Burna Boy, Wizkid, and Tems continue to get international recognition, often more than Davido, isn't just because of talent alone. It's because they use creativity, intelligence, and professionalism in a way Davido doesn't. If I must be honest about this music industry and other industries, that applies to life, hard work is not enough. To truly succeed, especially on a global level, it's about being smart, open to learning, and willing to make the necessary changes. The key to success is leveraging data to understand what needs to be done, not just doing what is comfortable for you.